name is Emily Wheeler, the president-elect of the Zeta Theta chapter at the University of Buffalo. Today, our members will discuss with you why we are deserving of our 8th consecutive Gold Chapter Award. Throughout the past year, we've continued traditions and sustained events that we have throughout many other years. These included over 20 technical events, tax, audit, and internal audit panels, a 5-day-a-week tutoring program, and community service projects. However, today we would like to discuss with you some of the new projects we've implemented and why the Zeta Theta chapter should continue to be a Gold chapter. First, we'll discuss alumni involvement.
One of the aspects our chapter decided we wanted to improve on this semester was alumni involvement. In the past, we have not connected with our alumni very often, so we wanted to get them involved. Therefore, we decided to partner with the new Buffalo Beta Alpha Psi alumni chapter to have new events and programs. One of the events we implemented this semester was the Young Alums Night. The night started with a panel of former members who are currently first-year staff at various accounting firms. Our members were able to learn about topics ranging from the CPA exam to life after college. After the panel, we invited both members and alumni to a networking session at a local restaurant in order to meet each other.
Another program we implemented with our alumni chapter is our alumni mentorship program. This program paired interested students with first and second year staff members who are also alumnus of our chapter. Our members really enjoyed this program because it allowed them to network and also learn about post-graduation life. Next, we will talk about our involvement in the regional and annual meetings.
In March, we had a record turnout at the Atlantic Coast Regional Meeting with over 44 attendees. Our chapter gave a chapter operations presentation on meaningful community service events, and our best practices team for leadership and management took third place. I'll now send it over to Lexi and Ryan, who will discuss ethics in our chapter.
This year, our chapter was grateful to receive funding from Grant Thornton to implement our ethics program. One event we implemented was the Ethics Coffee Cup Conversation event. This interactive program had small groups of students rotate among 5 speakers in these breakout rooms. Each speaker discussed ethical dilemmas and fraud that they experienced in the workplace and encouraged students to come up with solutions to these problems. This was a great event in showing students that ethical dilemmas happen every day in the workplace and that how we must approach them in advance.
Our second event was an ethics mystery competition where members had to use their problem-solving skills to determine which employee in a hypothetical company committed fraud in the organization. Students were required to use employee testimonials, financial statements, the owner's desk, and the knowledge they learned at the coffee cup conversations to conclude who committed the fraud. Teams then gave a short presentation to a panel of judges with an analysis of who they selected. Our chapter thought this was a great way to put students in a more realistic situation of an ethical dilemma. Another place we have to be highly ethical is at our VITA program, which Brittany will now discuss.
Every year, our chapter participates in the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program. This past year at the annual meeting, our chapter was given 4 VITA awards, including our 2nd consecutive Most Outstanding Chapter Award. Therefore, we were determined to continue the success of our VITA program this year. Our chapter had 9 weekends of VITA services on the University of Buffalo North and South Campus, Goodwill Industries of Western New York, and at Our Lady Black Rock Church. Overall, we prepared 910 federal income tax returns and returned $1.01 million back to the Buffalo community. All of this would not be possible without over 2,500 hours of service by our volunteers, which made the program very meaningful to our community. Next, we will talk about our diversity banquet.
Our chapter continues the tradition of hosting the 4th annual David Kim Discover Your Differences Diversity Banquet and Workshop. One new workshop we implemented this semester was discussing business etiquette across the world. Our chapter recognizes that with increasing globalization and companies becoming multinational, it is likely that we are to work with international teams after graduation.
Therefore, the workshop taught our candidates and members about information, personal contact, conversation topic, and dining etiquettes across the world. We may not be the expert in every country's culture norm. We are now aware that it is important to consider the difference in each culture before we act.
As you can see, our chapter worked very hard to sustain events and programs from the past, as well as implementing new ideas in order to continue to improve the Zeta Theta chapter. We believe that our dedication to our candidates and members' professional development, as well as involvement in the community, makes us deserving of being a Gold chapter. Thank you for your time.